Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we start our second series of design a Facebook news system. In the last video, we talked about proposing the. We understand the problem. Let me just copy. We understand the problem and we ask the clarification question to know our requirements, the functional requirements and non-functional requirements that help us to establish the design scope. In today's video, we start our first video in proposal high level design. Proposal high level design, it will be in two videos. Specifically, we'll talk about two things. We will talk about feed publishing, and also we will talk about feed building, or retrieving, feed publishing and feed retrieving. Let's say feed retrieving, right? Okay. Today we'll start with the feed publishing, and in the next video we'll talk about feed retrieving. So let's just first start to talk about what is feed publishing and feed retrieving. So in the design is divided in two flows, as I said before: feed publishing and feed retrieving. The feed publishing, when a user publishes a post, corresponding data is written into cache and database. A post is populated to her or his friend's newsfeed. We have the feed retrieving, or like newsfeed building. For simplicity, let's assume the newsfeed is built by aggregating friends' posts in reverse chronological order. Okay. So first of all, we will talk about two main things. We will talk about the API design, and we will talk about a high overview of the system design of the feed publishing. So let's just go here and start. So let's first start talking about the API, and inside the API, I guess that we could talk about, let's make this smaller. We will talk about, we have the feed publishing. And inside the feed publishing, let's just put here, and I'll just, maybe I'll give it a different color so it will look more prettier, let's assume. So give it green. So the feed publishing API. So before I said what is a feed publishing API, so the newsfeed APIs are the primary ways for clients to communicate with servers. Those APIs are HTTP based that allow clients to perform actions which include posting a state, retrieving newsfeed, adding friends, etc. So we discuss the two most important APIs: feed publishing API and newsfeed retrieving. And this video we only discuss the feed publishing API. So the feed publishing API, to publish a post, we will make a HTTP post request, will be sent to the server, as I will show you right now. So we will say a post request. For example, maybe we use versioning, so v1 slash, so it will be v1 slash me slash feed, for example. Let's just make this quite bigger, and just make a post. Maybe we expect to have a parameters, so we have a params, and the params will be content, and the content, it will be text in the post, or maybe photo, whatever it will be. And we will have, okay, let's just can I just make this one like an inner? No, I don't want to make this. Yeah, okay, so it will be content, and we have another one will be the auth token. So this is basically the API design that we're thinking about, just one API that we send. Of course, Facebook has more advanced API than that, but just we start for the simplicity of this video, we just assume we have only one API. When it comes to the system, let me start to build a system for the feed publishing here. And let's, oh, this is too big. What is this? And make it white. So except I have the client, and the client will be web browser or phone or mobile, like web mobile. It will connect with a DNS. And if you don't know what is a DNS, then DNS basically stands for domain name system. It is a decentralized and hierarchical naming system used to translate human readable domain names such as facebook.com, google.com, anything.com into numerical IP addresses. Like for example, it will be like 192.0.2.1 that computers use to identify any communication with each other over a network, such as the internet, for example. Sorry. The main functions of the DNS as follow: the domain name resolution. As I said before, maybe you have distributed databases, name servers, I guess also DNS resolution process, caching, DNS record. It has a lot of using, but overall we used to transform the readable domain names into numerical IP addresses that computers use to communicate with each other. So let's say that the web browser will communicate with a DNS, and let's just make it small. Yeah, and also just make this also small. And make it like that. Okay, so also what will be connected with the client is that we will send our once we send the domain name to the domain name system, the domain system will send us the IP address of the server back. Basically, most of the time, the IP address will use a load balancer. We could use a load balancer to make sure that we have evenly distributed data. Load balancer. So basically, if you don't know what is a load balancer is, wait a minute. Load. No, I'm not typing. Yeah, okay, it's typing now. Okay, load balancer. Okay, so basically, if you don't know what is a load balancer is a networking device or software component that distributes incoming network traffic across multiple servers or resources. Its primary purpose is to optimize resource utilization, improve system performance, and ensure high availability and reliability of application of the services. So it's we work with traffic distribution, and we have to make sure that we have our maximum availability, because availability is one of our requirements for the system. So we use a load balancer. The load balancer, we will take the request from the client. It will send it to the servers, web servers. We will have multiple web servers that are scale out. The web servers, maybe like, let's say that it works mainly with 3. Let's say this like that, and let's just add another one. Okay, and let's say that we have another one. It will be no. I need this one to be like as flat as possible. So the web servers is connected with the 3 things: a post request, a post service, sorry, and a fan out service. And lastly, we work with notification service. So let's talk. Before talks what they are doing, let's just do something also. The fan out service we have since work with news feed cache. The post service works with post cache to store the recently accessed data, and we have the post DB. Okay, so let's just start to talk about what is going on here. So first, a user can view newsfeed on a browser or mobile app. A user makes a post with content hello, for example, through the API that we talked about. Let's go up this API. The load balancer, distributes the traffic to web servers. Okay, web servers redirect traffic to different internal services. We have first the post service, and the post service persists post in the database and the cache. We have the fan out service, and the fan out service push new content to friends and to friends newsfeed. Maybe newsfeed data is stored in the cache also for fast retrieving. We have notification service. Notification service inform friends that new content is available and send out push notifications. So this is our video for building feed publishing. The next video will talk about how newsfeed are built. Yeah, that's it for this video. I hope my solution was quite good. I hope my description was quite good. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And see you in future problems.